Alright guys, I'm back again. It's raining like a dickens, and of course my garage leaks, drips everywhere. I'm a terrible roofer and probably a worse car builder. Let me show you what I'm doing right now so you can have something that you can laugh at. Alright, this is the back window of this, and it was bad, and I'm trying to make it worse. I've cut a panel out right there. It had a big old rust place in it that I couldn't do anything with. This is the piece that come out of it. So, and of course it's got all these compound curves, and so I took a piece of junk, and here is what I've done. I took it over to the English wheel and worked on it about 2 hours to make it fit just as good as I can make it fit. And of course it's, since I don't know how to use an English wheel, and this is, you know, something I'm just trying, yeah, it's coming out horrible, but I'm going to torture this sucker in place. And since it takes a vinyl top, it doesn't have to be, I think the top will hide some of the screw-ups, I think. We'll have to see. I'm going to see what I can do with all this mess. They had it fiberglassed and over the plywood, and I'm not going to go that route. I am going to put, well, this into there. This is what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to weld this into there. And then this piece here is going to sandwich all the way across it. So it's going to be all metal. And then I'm going to cut the center out of it, and I'm just going to use this as a buck and just roll the edge around. And if I can do this, and I can get this welded, this piece of metal here welded onto this mess, this car's, I think it's starting to get a little thin in a couple of places. I guess I could be exaggerating a little bit, but I got a lot of rust up here. I've grinded it, sanded it, and wire brushed it. And that's really all I've done. And it's still sort of nasty looking. It would be neat if there was a really easy way to do this. I got a sandblaster, but it doesn't work worth a lick. So sandblasting it. I've sandblasted a car in this shop before, and that was a huge mistake. I think that was like 15 years ago, and I'm still finding sand to this day. So I'm not so sure I want to attempt it, and I can't pull it out in the weather. This is getting done. To heck with it. I'll just do the best I can with what I have to work with. Yeah, so this is it. And I've got the engine. That's the crankshaft there. Oh no, that's the block. And the crankshaft's under there also. And it's ready to be taken out, and I'm going to take it out in the middle out there, and I'm going to steam it and clean it up a little bit. As soon as I can take out a bank loan to get a little bit of kerosene so the steam generator will work. Damn fuel's, you know, horrible. So I guess I shouldn't complain if I'm going to do this dumb stuff. But I actually, my floor, where the engine was sitting, I guess you saw the last video. This is where the engine was sitting. And I am really surprised that this floor is actually as clean as it is. Because if you look at the last video, it was covered in about 2 inches of muck and mire and Earl and every damn thing else. But I had a piece of plastic under it. And it looked to me like it was leaking everywhere. And I figured, well, I'll just clean the mess up. But shoot. This is perfect, man. Couldn't even tell I did anything in here. So I got lucky there. And I guess next thing I'll do, once I'm going to knock the body out of this and take care of the sheet metal work. And once I get the sheet metal work done, I'm going to come in and dress up the frame and give it a little quick paint job. And probably get the parts I need for the block and put the engine back together. And then slap the engine back together and put the engine back in it. Problem with this car, besides me working on it, is that the interior is, gone. And I am not an interior guy. I mean, I'm going to have to see if I can learn how to do it, because I'm not going to pay anybody to do it. It would be, you would go so far over budget trying to do this that it would just be crazy. And it would, even if I did it and it came out sort of okay, it would still probably be good enough for this car. It's just going to be a nice driver if I can do this. I'm trying to save the car right now. So that's where we are with the interior. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do all this yet. I don't have any trouble doing the sheet metal work that it needs. This, and I can make hinges. I can replace these hinges. I'll just make them. I made them for the 34 Chevy truck in there. So it's no problem to make them. But things that I'm not sure how to do is going to be the problem. It's how much do I want to learn? But we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. All right, I just wanted you to see how big of a fiasco this all is going to work out to be. Yes, sir. And there we are, plywood, and I'm going to cover it up, and we'll see. All right. Till next time. Bye. What, dear?